Alrighty then, stand to my corners and welcome back to another episode of BattleTech Advanced AC20, and that transition was not nearly as smooth as I intended. I only meant to close out one window, not all of them. So, hi everybody, how are we doing here on this wonderful afternoon? Hello Zenithmore, you are first today. Urando, greetings and welcome. Talik20 has been subscribed for an entire 6 months. Thank you so much, Talik, for being with us for so long. I don't remember if I actually put you in or not. Hello, Uncle Tiggy. The stream isn't showing up properly for me on Twitch homepage and to my back door my way here. Try refreshing it. I did start to stream, then stop to stream, change quality settings just because it wasn't giving us options. But I currently owe a few heartbeats over to Talik because he was so helpful as to continue his subscription. So if you happen to have the heartbeat emote, please do spam it in chat a little bit so that our good friend knows that he is loved. The transition was bad. Alrighty, so today we're gonna, last week we managed to get our hands on a hunchback, so we're gonna see if we can't manage to get some things. No, you're not in the med bay. Actually, you are right here. Sitting here, right here. I almost brought you to League on this mission when I was setting things up, and I needed a slightly better pilot because of, well, the mission that we're taking. Oh, what is that? Huh. So that'll be interesting. So we are picking up what, a 2-skull base destruction mission. We have a brand new hunchback into the company, which ought to be fun. Unfortunately, I appear to be missing my ability to... Oh, okay, there we go. So Greybeard is currently driving the hunchback. I would have given Talik the hunchback, but... the hunchback, a very slight upgrade. It's not a slight upgrade, man. I just replaced a panther with this thing, and do you see the number of medium lasers? It's gonna be beautiful. Are you still Mr. Punchy? No, you're not Mr. Punchy. K-Ogre's Mr. Punchy. You, instead, sir, are currently driving our little tiny Jenner, so you are Mr. Bernie. Hello, Laurenell. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You're not dead? No, you're not dead yet, Pyro. None of you are all that dead yet, actually. You're doing pretty good in terms of survivability. I would love to shoot down on these people. Unfortunately, we're not exactly known for our long-range weaponry, so we're just going to have to sort of deal with it as it comes. So I'm going to max up my speed here and just sort of rush around the side here, see what we can see, and if we can get anything decent on the scopes, then we'll actually take a botch at it. The UI is a bit different. Not that different. It should be the same, as far as I know. I don't think anything actually got changed. This will actually be a really good position, though, for the Kid Fox. We'll be able to just bombard down below. I'm actually going to move him away so that next turn I can sort of drag in. We lost our hole punching ability with that Panther. Yeah, but we picked up a lot more just damage capability in general. I think we've, increased by 2.5 times the amount of firepower over the over that Panther. And the Panther was slow anyway. So slow as all heck. We're going to rush everybody over to the area where we can actually get down the mountain from here. Because even with jump jets, coming down this mountain is not exactly what you call easy or particularly helpful or useful or grand. But yeah. Oh, that's new. Yeah, we'll be probably setting up right here, I think. And we might be able to make our way down to the rest of the base and just bombard it from on high. I think that's how that's going to work. We will find out, though. I will have the assassin fly its distance, because why not at this point? Just keep its evasion nice and high and get ready to shoot at fools. We have 4 pilot squares visible. This has been like this since last week. So if you missed us last... Oh yeah, you did miss us last week, didn't you? Should open up all of these to make it down. I would strongly disagree with that sentiment. You would be in pieces at the bottom. Oh, there's a way down here as well. Interesting, actually. Look which direction I want to take. So I may not be Mr. Punchy, but I still have to give me a face. You have flamethrowers. Lots of flamethrowers. Ooh, they've got swarmers. That's gonna be unfortunate. So we're gonna have to put up with the swarm LRMs. They will not be fun.
I'm on the clock.
But hopefully we can make things work regardless. Maximum speed, get ourselves up. Maybe poking and glancing over the edge once again. See if you can't get a shot. Aim for their buildings. If I could aim for the buildings up here. It's not the worst thing in the world, though. I'll try and give that a chance with, well, none of these mechs actually have any sort of long-range capability whatsoever. They're all rather close-in people. Quite a bit of our lance is actually designed to fight from basically point-blank range. So we have an unknown mech over here. We've got a couple of a couple of turrets that we know of at least. I mean, it's a base assault. There's going to be 4 turrets. So it's a Javelin 10N, which is not a terrible mech when you start talking about mech war on mech war 5, but for our purposes, pretty terrible actually. I could move into a position to start trading SRM fire, but I don't really have much of an interest in taking a javelin alive. So, but you got a sled to slide down? Yeah, that might work. Nice here to think what I'm thinking. So my alert on YouTube and through the app came through about 5 minutes ago. How much did you miss? We basically spawned down, we've located a javelin, and we're taking a mission that will hopefully not get us killed. So you can read into that as much or as little as you desire. I'm actually going to bounce down here with the 4 pips of evasion. I'll be able to bounce back, and so we'll be able to figure out exactly what it is we're dealing with. Oh, that's just too good a shot not to take. You would be an easy shot, but then again, you're a building, so who cares?
Now let's see how you handle this.
Managed to hit the target, decent. However, he didn't blow up anything, which I was kind of expecting. Ataraxi, hello. Finally get to watch the stream without littles. Who I love you, but they kind of really pure. Oh, well, thank you for joining us on this one, Ataraxi. Surely give a course for knife fighters. Yeah, someday I will get my hands on a couple of Gauss rifles and we'll start really going to town on people. Oh, my voice is really shot today. I wonder why. It hasn't been like this for a while. Close enough for government work. Okay, the assassin looks like it's going to absorb quite a bit of fire, but they are shooting very much uphill, and he does have an okay amount of evasion. Not a huge amount, but decent enough for what it is we're working with. So he's able to avoid the first group of missiles, and the second group... Oh! Oh, that's nasty. That's acid. So the acid is extra, and PPCs, is extra mean because it has super high crit chance. I'm just here trying to survive 4 lances with my team. Kind of rough once you start hitting 4 skulls. You'll do fine. All you need to do is invest in Arrow 4 with heat, and you'll be fine. Yeah, the acid's gonna be annoying, but we should be able to... Oh, also the Thunderbolts. There is quite clearly several Thunderbolts on the field. I don't really want to position myself to be seen by too much, but I'm not sure I have much of a choice here. In order to be, you know, protected, I have to maneuver too far away to actually get a shot, but in order to get a shot, I'm not at all protected. It's always fun when those things combine together. Let's get a jump going on here. Oh, I forgot. Your jump jet is basically cosmetic. It doesn't actually do anything.
On the move.
We'll just rush the Jenner over, get him some cover, some bulwark, the maximum protection that I can provide at any of my pilots. Oh, looks like a lot of variety of the weapons. Yeah, it's the Hasiatic League.
Ready for orders.
Periphery state. It's a little weird considering we're in the middle of Steiner space, but hey. Ooh, the fire shot is actually able to get in a range of things. Oh, it has a medium laser, of course it does. Let's bounce over here. Lots of evasion, lots of protection, and maybe we'll get some shots in. So we got a whole bunch of buildings and Enforcer, except it's the Chem Enforcer, so I'm not super thrilled. I'll take what I can get, honestly, but I'm not really interested. Oh, there were mortars. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I think we're going to ignore the Chem Enforcer for a little while, and we're just going to bombard the mortar carrier, because that's nasty. We'll start drilling. They know that you are immune to fire. They're supposed to ask Sturgeon. Alright, so our little javelin friend moving over, trying to open fire up long range. Not able to connect. Those missiles just have not been working out for them.
I'm on the clock.
Alright, Neutron, now that we know what this turret actually is, I have basically no fear of it. And so I will rush over here with my Kit Fox in order to get a grand position to hopefully blow up the medium mortar turret. I will not fire my rocket launcher, not that it's on any way to rock. And I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't deal 150 damage, but I can hurt it. So managing to get through most of that armor, we should be able to knock it out in fairly short order, especially if I task the assassin to do it. Because the assassin could just, you know, hop right on down there. But the assassin probably has better things to do with his time. Oh, I can get all the way out over here. Nice. So the assassin bounce on over here.
Copy that.
Pick up a good position. Acid mortars sound like the best war crime. They certainly do sort of leave a mark, don't they? There's the turret. Goodbye.
Let's see how you like this.
Gone. Okay, so we dealt with the acid. No more having to deal with any of that. The acid also does infer a debuff onto you, which causes you to take more damage. A Wolverine would be nice. I would love to have a Wolverine. It's basically a Shadowhawk without being a Shadowhawk, but hey, I can work with that. Considering that it was a Lubick merchants who started the OG Hanseatic League, it makes sense that it's a microstate within the Lyrans. Oh, I suppose that does make some sense. Keep on rolling. Keep our Hunchback as hidden as possible because it's slow. And, well, until we actually get on top of the enemy, it can't really do all that much. How did the Wolvie get internal damage? So there's a really cool thing that's been happening recently. I don't know if this is in Rogue Tech, but it sure as heck is in BattleTech Advanced. The whole ramshackle condition thing doesn't really seem to be so much of a thing anymore. And now what happens when you run into a mech that is pre-damaged, rather than it just being armor, it has internal damage onto it. So it'll lose things like certain heavy weapons, which is really fun actually, and a heck of a lot more thematic in my book. So I'm actually really happy to see it. Okay, so we're dealing with at least 2 sets of high pinpoints. We've got the PPC and then we've got the Thunderbolts. Its mechanics didn't do a good job repairing it.
I'm on the clock.
Alrighty, so we have a you're the PPC and you're the Thunderbolt. So in either event, I don't want to be moving slow at any point during this because either one of those will hurt considerably. We'll spend a little bit of time shooting at the Enforcer though because he's not super evasive at the moment. In fact, I could just rocket launcher him and cause a whole bunch of extra damage. Let's get that in before we lose. And solid rocket hits. Nothing too serious though. He was braced against it.
Nothing like the sweet smell of justice.
But he is now unsettled and I can work with that. Assassin got to take a couple more missiles from an unknown target. I don't think that's a javelin. Although I think it's you.
Is light.
Managed to take a couple of missiles on that one. Urando! It's time to get you in on top of somebody. Probably the... I really shouldn't bother with this guy because the chem lasers just are not gonna generate any heat anyway. What did we learn? Yep, there's the medium Thunderbolt turret. It's Thunderbolt 10s, and it could have been a lot worse. Hi. Let's go light you on pretty much all of the fire. And I could go crazy about it and just sort of target your torso. Theoretically, I could get through it. Oh, no. Just cook it. Light it on fire! Oh, 60 heat. It's so beautiful. A jam T-Bolt turret. Hey, it's only jammed with one of those. Those deal 60 damage apiece. You still don't want to get hit. Hello, Otto. We're doing pretty decent so far. Things appear to be going somewhat our way at the moment. That can change, of course, but for now, I'm feeling somewhat optimistic. Trying to get down this mountain in a reasonable manner as well. Oh, you are gonna not like what's coming down at you, sir.
Up high.
We're gonna add a little bit more heat onto him. So yeah, shut off the medium lasers because they're toasty, and they don't really give me that much damage in comparison to the other things. Although I'm a little bit surprised that the pulse lasers are being so inaccurate. But we can work with it anyway. Blast away. Ah, decent chunk of hits. And he's panicked and a overheated pilot. So apparently he has a cockpit system in here that does not like the fact that he's being cooked. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we're just going to keep the fire going on and eventually he will explode. Assassin needs to, of course, fly, otherwise it will die. Thank you, Urando, for the best burn, baby burn. Yes, that is exactly the plan. So keep the high speed going with the jump jets, leaping along, trying to get a decent shot in. And you are actually a pretty terrible shot. The 53 on that Wolverine's the best I got. Nope, we got a 77. We got, oh, and the pure. Oh, jeez, I didn't even realize this. The piercing autocannon automatically deals 25 internal damage. This turret has 20 health. Oh, Jesus, why didn't I ever think of that before? Oh, I can work with that. We're going to go precision strike just to make sure it hits. Goodbye. This is the greatest gun. I didn't even realize this. Because in Rogue Tech, turrets have like hundreds of structure points. So this wouldn't matter. But in this, the turrets are all weak and pathetic. Yes! Oh, Bloody, you need to revisit turret balance. Turret buster. Oh yeah, it's a one-shot turret buster. I'm loving it. Alright, and Greybeard gonna continue his slow little walk around the thing. You know, I brought Greybeard explicitly because he has the highest piloting and therefore would not fall over and die, but I don't know, man. Might have been pointless on that one. Okay, he's going in for the punch. As expected, unable to connect. He's cooking, but he'll get rid of most of that heat. Did manage to hit us with the small laser despite missing with the punch. So I really don't have much interest in keeping you alive. Whole ton of missiles. I'm not quite sure who that was targeting, but I have an idea. Mainly the fire starter because it's the one I highlighted. Need to find something fast to just dance around the crippled turrets. Yeah, that's kind of what the assassin does.
I can see why people
We're feeling a tad inspired, are we? Oh, that Enforcer just barely managed to get himself under heat control. So we should probably put a little bit more pressure onto him. Oh, I can get right behind him. So remember how I fired all of that firepower into using the rocket launcher on somebody else? I may regret that decision now. Let's have
Ready,
K-Ogre
get it on.
see if he can't move along. We yeah, I think actually I might want to just jump into this whole thing. So let's make like Philip DeFranco and fly on in. And get ready to light up some buildings. Although, did I see the new, nope, we still have an unknown mech that is currently on the outskirts of things. I'd love to turn on the heavy weapons, but apparently that's not something that they're going to let me do today. So, 100? No. Right, give me that 150 that was close by. Too many buildings to worry about. Fire away!
Fire.
Enemy structure
There
damaged.
we go, drilling quite nicely on into it. We'll have it pretty knocked out in a jiffy. I like AC20s. Everyone likes AC20s. Oh, you hit me. With all that evasion, you still managed to have it. Congratulations. I was thinking a lamb. Would a lamb be able to handle the 16 tons of that gun? I don't actually know the answer to that question.
Good to go.
Although it is a pretty interesting one, I imagine. Alright, I do need to get the, I do need to get Urando moving as fast as we possibly can over to the other side of the base. So in the meantime, I will lob some more fire. Sprog doesn't? Oh, right. Sprog has this odd thing where he, for some reason, hates all good weapons. And I'll fire a whole bunch of Inferno missiles over your direction. Get your... wow. Get you really well toasted. Javelin's going to shift over slightly and bombard the assassin. Not a terrible choice by any stretch of the imagination. If the Shadowhawk are the Word of Blake lambs in this? No, I don't believe that the Word of Blake lambs are in game. Because of the timeline. I don't think Blake actually exists yet. I think I'll go high for the evasion, and I'll just continue a little bit of a duel with this Enforcer. 99.1% chance accuracy is quite nice. So that's a fairly solid couple of shots and another panic. Oh, this pilot's having a bad day. So we haven't hit him in the head yet, but he just seems to not be in a living condition. Gonna bounce once again. Keep that speed of moving. And if I hit here, it'll survive.
Confirmed.
So panicked, he's unsteady, he's about to fall over, and I don't have any more things to shoot at him. So he now gets to move. He's gonna back up a little bit, chill out some. I would like to kill him, but apparently not. Well, I actually don't want to kill him. I want to get him to bail out of the mech, because, you know, an Enforcer's not quite what I want, but I'll take what I can get. I think it's more this Broke hates everything, period. Just focus. Maybe find lamb gear and we can reverse engineer one of our lighters. We actually do have all of the parts to our, to the Phoenix Hawk lamb. Or not the Phoenix Hawk lamb, the Irby lamb. So we have like 3 parts to that. I'm just going to go for his head, because I've got so many medium lasers to shoot. If I nick his head once, he instantly dies, so... Pilot incapacitated. There is a fully formed, albeit primitive, Enforcer on the ground. That worked out way better than I had anticipated. Yes, an Enforcer is still a 50-tonner. That is always true. However, I'd rather have the Wolverine, because the Wolverine's a 55-tonner. With slightly different hardpoints, although that appeared to be a laser one. Yeah, that apparently did work. I don't know if he was just taking random damage because he was overheated and taking damage, or if he was taking that damage because we actually managed to hit him in the head. 2 more PPC shots over to the Firestarter, unable to connect. Hello, Holy Inquisition, welcome. Oh, the launch canceled? Oh, darn it. Is it like canceled for the day and they're moving it on to another schedule, or is it canceled for now and they've postponed the launch for a few hours? Hopefully it's only just a few hours because... Oh, the weather's bad? Oh, damn. That's a shame.
Standing by.
I was looking forward to this one. This is going to be the first human space, or first American space flight in, what is it, 9 years since the shuttle program ended? I mean, that's a pretty big deal. At least, I mean, you are welcome to protest. Thought that was a game? SpaceX is a space company that fired. You're joking, aren't you? Next is the 30th. Okay, 3 days. Weather hopefully will be nice. So everybody pray for happy, sunshiny weather.
On my way.
Start getting to work. We do see that turret. We see multiple turrets, actually. I don't care about the buildings. I do want to know about this turret, though. No more buildings. There we go. LRM-20 turret, and the other one's a Thunderbolt turret. Or no, the PPC turret. Both are dented, however, I don't want to waste my precious Infernos on either. I can cause 80 damage to it, but that seems to be somewhat pointless, so I won't even bother. I'm getting a lightning cannon. Hey, it's a Valkyrie. Okay, so now that we know what you are, I have no more fear anymore. Since the targets that we're actually going for are not all that dangerous. Hate to be that guy, but they're seriously not.
Good to go.
Kyogre, so you have a primary target you're going to eventually go after, Kyogre. But for now, you really actually do need to chill out a bit. That is something I should keep in mind, because I don't want to cook this mech too much. I want to put him in a good position to go beat the ever-living crap out of somebody. Okay, so massive amounts of evasion, high speed, extra low drag. And I would like to shoot at you just because you're really vulnerable, but I'm not going to. Could shoot the Valkyrie. It's actually not bad. Oh, I am on the proper side to blow your leg off. I'm going to do that then. I'm going to target his leg. And medium lasers get to play. I only need to hit it once.
Acknowledge.
Oh, pinpoint! Alright, good night, Sprog. Thanks for hanging around.
That hit something good.
For maintenance, that doesn't hurt the gun. For school. For my Eve core, Slack RE, the SpaceX cancellation, why didn't they use chemtrails to clear the weather? Beautiful.
I'm on the clock.
Alright, so we've managed to knock down the Javelin. He is now a very vulnerable target. Should we actually manage to have a line of sight on him somewhere with this Kid Fox? Doesn't look like the Kid Fox is going to be able to get that line of sight. Perhaps it was premature of me not to fire the standard SRMs into the medium LRM turret, because I might have been able to do some good work on that. Think with the larges. We got to make sure that we get our AC20 Buster over there. Pyro, you're my AC20 Buster. How funny is it that, Pyro, you drive a Highlander in our Mech HQ campaign, which is basically jump jets with an AC-20, and here you're playing an Assassin, which is jump jets with an AC-20. I think there's some level of fate to be there. Alright, I will lob a shell over there. Apparently we're overheating. Beautiful shot.
Turret destroyed.
Should be proud of that. We've got one more turret to take care of, and it's the dangerous one. It's the twin PPC turret, which has an accuracy debuff on top of the fact that it's, you know, two PPCs that are going to hit you. Fire starter, avoiding all incoming damage, because if you look at all of that evasion, although he is going to get punched by that, whatchamacallit, by the Wolverine. I have a high belief that he will be punched in the face by a Wolverine. It's just going to happen. The fact that an Assassin has an AC-20 is an aberration. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous mech. I'm so proud of it. Oh, he didn't shoot at anybody. Interesting. I will mark that up as a drastic tactical blunder. Alright.
What do you need?
Durando. Actually, I need you to be basically on top of the Wolverine so you can start barbecuing it.
Commander.
But I'm going to check everybody else first. Oh, such speed. Such speed. We shall move as fast as we can. You can fit an AC-2 on a Locust without any lost tech. Yeah, I've seen that version. It's pretty hilarious. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll blow off his legs. Or maybe I can take luck into my own hands. Let's take luck into our own hands. See if we can't get something truly special going on here.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Yes, no, maybe? Bang. Okay, so today is going to be Salvage City, apparently.
Unpaid per kill.
Alright, that's 3 more salvage parts because we managed to take basically all of that. And they fired LRMs indirectly at my fire starter. That was genius from point blank range. Alrighty, Kyogre, you can basically get into a bit of a fight down here. Unfortunately, if you get into that punch up, this Wolverine's going to beat the ever-living crap out of you, and I have intentions of capturing that Wolverine. So we're going to have to not do that. Rush in like so. Basically ignoring the base because we're not actually interested in it. I'm going to fire Infernos over in your direction, because even if I don't hit him, I'll start fires around him and he'll have to walk through those fires. 16 heat, not much, but it's a start. Considering that Assassin is killing turrets in one hit, it's finally living up to its name. Yeah, it's
Something you want done?
that upgrade that we did to it in order to give it that AC-20 was probably the best possible upgrade we ever could have given it. I mean, it didn't take all of that much lost tech to fit it in either. So I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, I'm going to bounce over here.
Jumping.
We're going to keep him entertained for a bit, but I don't think we're going to have too much luck. Yeah, we're not going to be able to fire the second one, but I don't care.
I'm on your tail.
Just a little bit of light light, medium, laser fire. I could actually shut them both
luck.
off and just sort of play as distraction.
What's up, boss?
Distraction card effects. Although that might be a little bit generous to it. Oh, it's going to be a maximum range shot on this.
Firing jump jet.
Let's see if you can finally take out every single one of them. By the way, I love how good that cannon arm looks. The cannon arm on the assassin is absolutely gorgeous. 46.
I copy.
Nope, into the dirt.
Negative
Consider the
damage.
assassin, but then you are a slightly faster Irby. Slightly faster Irby, apparently. Okay, they're shooting their own buildings. This is brilliant. I can only approve of this course of action. Codex Astartes approves of your actions, sir. Alright, keep the pace up. You'll get there eventually. This is not a great mission to showcase the excellence of the Hunchback. In fact, given how this thing started, it probably would have been better had we actually brought the Panther. But though, if you really tried with the weights heavies, you can make it really fast and sneaky cicada with a pretty big gun on it. Whether it's there's a normal cicada that has a PPC on it. It's a PPC and 2 machine guns. It's actually really good. I don't know how far into the dirt that went. Actually, the shells are high explosive anti-tank. So they're not really penetrators. So the depth probably isn't as much as you might think. I believe that's a rack. I know Barraduel once used a rack 5 version, and I liked it a lot. Show me important targets. I don't care about any of these little buildings. Yeah, I could tear your head off. Can't really hit you. Or I could shoot at you, but that's kind of pointless since I have better things to do with my time. I will attempt to beat the ever-loving crap out of this Valkyrie because I do want to sort of save the theft of the whatchamacallit, the Wolverine, until after Urando shows up. Okay, he's playing very defensive. He's moving right next to the Wolverine, which will mean that I'll have to move right next to him. Just go with one of those. I have come to make Tarek jealous for having acquired Night Star. Oh, congratulations, you have made me jealous, sir. And your jealousy is well earned. Stolen the Night Star. That must have been a proud achievement for you. I want one. Night Stars are awesome. Okay, I'm going to precision target his head, and I'm going to see if I can't barbecue every last piece out of him. So perfect accuracy, theoretically. That's plus 80 heat. If he doesn't punch me, I will be stunned. Perhaps physically and literally, should that happen. Okay, you need to get in close so you can use the flamer. Get the Flammenwerfer.
Roger that.
I'm going to push all the flame that I can into this guy. And I will shut off a medium laser. Shut off Glam Pulse. And another Glam Pulse.
Fire at enemy 6.
Okay, good hits. And more fire, plus 10 more heat. So he's got a plus 90 heat this round, which is beautiful. The Cicada CDA 3P has a heavy PPC and 4 ER mediums. Damn, that actually sounds really good. I can get my hands on one of those. There's my duel. This is the duel we are having, the duel of fate. Fly? No, looks like the run is just as good. Which is not something you can say very often.
Understood. Moving fast.
Alright, take aim. 71.
Got it.
Taken. Alright, so we've dealt with all the turrets, which is
That
great.
turret is
That's good
gone.
for a nice little cash bonus. And now we're currently on Let's Tease the Wolverine section of the game. And finally, Greybeard comes into range with all of his heavy firepower. Destroy something.
Enemy structure eliminated.
I'm kind of happy I was able to steal the Direwolf X. Granted, Zeal still want the last part for Irby. Everybody wants an Irby Lamb. We need it. Give it to us. Oh, this Wolverine so toasty. Do you have a, like... Good. Oh, no. You actually do have a weapon that will explode.
Commander.
Urando, I need your Jenner to continue its barbecuing ways. Can you... Oh, actually, no, your jump jets don't work. I keep forgetting. I don't know why I keep forgetting. I built them. I think I remember it.
No shooting.
Alright, let's turn them off.
Got it.
Good night, sweet prince.
Confirmed.
And that's a barbecue. Okay, they're gonna move their Valkyrie. 15 feet, opening fire on the assassin. Probably a bad idea, but hey, you do you. I do have a burner mech.
Damage is
A
minor,
black
Commander.
lantern with flamers. I'm jealous. We've got parts to a black lantern. We can't build it. And a vapor eagle with all SRMs. Mix of inferno and damage. Nice.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yeah, the inferno ones are just top notch.
All right, let's get down to it.
Although they are susceptible to AMS. Target the Valkyrie. I cared not for the buildings right now. Shoot the Valkyrie.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Ah, you hit with one. Which I suppose is a bit of a start.
Ready to get it on.
Kyogre is going to rush right around in here. And we're going to start a little
I
barbecue.
copy.
Hello, friends. How is it that the small pulse laser at close range is less accurate than the medium laser? I call shenanigans. So, fire everything.
Target locked. It's go time.
Alright, so a lot of fire.
Good to go.
How much fire? A lot of fire. We have 48% chance
Affirmative.
shot. I don't actually want to take it. Although the upward
All
angle,
weapons are go.
that worked out brilliantly. Don't worry, I won't do much damage. It proceeds to make it explode with fire. I'm so hoping we can keep this thing alive. This is mobile, hard to hit, and get around the flanks easy. That's the definition of a good burner mixer. Alright, Mr. Terror of Buildings. Oh, you actually can see the, you can see the Valkyrie. How cute. See if you can't fill it full of holes. That was actually pretty good. The Vapor Eagle can hit him back for 120 heat if all the missiles land. Nice! And there goes his SRM ammo. We tried. We did. I mean, not very hard. We kind of knew that was going to happen.
boss?
But we had a dream. Alright, give it to him.
Affirmative.
Hello!
You want
Good
go?
hit with the punch. That's
Let's
worth 2
go.
medium lasers. And then everything else. Oof. Yeah.
Target
Having a
taken
bit of a bad
critically.
day there, aren't you? And down he goes. Running a Royal Black Knight with 4 plasma rifles. I didn't realize plasma was in this game.
I'm on the
I didn't know
clock.
if
What
that
do
was
you
within
want?
Bloody's time frame. Alrighty. Let's finish out the last of the garrison. Only a 50% chance to hit.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Okay, he managed to actually hit the head, despite the fact I didn't aim for that.
Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly be painful.
Actually, in this case, Tex, it's gonna be completely fine. Normal SRM, since we're not taking him home with us. And the pilot's out of there. How many parts of that did we get? No, it doesn't say. Not a problem. Pyro,
Yes, Commander.
I'd like you to basically turn around and blow up a building. Do any of them have 100 health? You do.
Target acquired.
I want a
Ready,
plasma
real
rifle, but I
estate
can't find enough
available.
rifles, though I do have a Rifleman 2C running with 2 UX-10s called the Ultra Sombrero. I love it. The Wolvie did? Yeah, the Wolvie exploded in very painful fashion. Greybeard, continue your bombardment. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, do it. He can deal 160 damage. I think we have some Valk parts. Nice. We'll be able to take a peek. Although, honestly, we'll probably take the Enforcer parts.
I'm on the clock.
Because when it
What do
comes
you
down to the
want?
grand scheme of things, the Enforcer is way, way better.
Well, let's hope they have insurance.
I would have been able to destroy that if I still had all of the ammunition for my UX-5.
The AC5 is empty. Why didn't I bring more goddamn ammo?
Commander.
Because I only had the 1 ton. No,
I
that's
get
that's
you.
legitimately the problem. We picked up the UX-5 out of a used parts bin,
Copy that.
the free thing that it gives you, and they only had the 1 ton.
Orders.
Brando, would you like to support knocking down all the buildings? He's left with 2 health.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander.
Said I keep hearing the
I'm
dog
coming in
parts
hot.
and macro triggers.
Payday.
Alrighty, so that is a
Mission
successful mission
successful.
at a 2 skull. I was not expecting the 2 skull to go quite so smoothly. I was expecting us to get absolutely mauled. Although I think a considerable amount of their firepower was wrapped up in their turrets, so that probably backfired on them a little bit, considering we had a gun that could knock out the turrets in 1 shot. Right, so that's really for the day. Alrighty, so everybody managed to come out of that one pretty much untouched, which is pretty nice to have. Do I have Valkyrie parts? I have one Valkyrie part. So if I were to take the Valkyrie parts, that might be a little bit of a waste. Jury-rigged XL engine. What? So 4 slots. 50% engine. Wait, what? It was discovered there was an extra light engine, however the reactor shell was called. It created jury-rigged while the actual production models I have one real version of a more conventional cousin, which is easy to install and was designed to be quickly installed. But it only has 4 slots. Unless I'm missing something. Engine hit, additional 15, destroy the Mexican capacitor. I just realized the 40 toner the box gives you is supposed to be trash. Assassins are pretty nice. Does anybody know if this works like a Clan XL? Because I'm only seeing 4 critical slots rather than 6. So I don't like, it says that there's no difference between the two, but I'm skeptical. Inferno grenade launchers, apparently not something that we're going to be taking. If not, we're going to be taking all of the Enforcer parts, because there's a single Wolverine part here and I'm not going to bother with it. I haven't seen on your playthrough. I got to take the Enforcer parts. I have to. It's an opportunity to get ourselves another 50 tonner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we got all the Enforcer parts. Nice. All right, so we picked up another 50-ton mech. That'll be beautiful. We did not get the Jury Rig XL, but it was a close thing. But hey, I'll take what I can get. And I'm willing to bet that that Jury Rig XL came off the Enforcer. Is the normal XL 3 slots while the Jury Rig is 4? Ah, so they're describing per torso. Okay, I get you. I didn't know if they were talking 4 total, so the 2 in each side torso, rather than the 3 in each side torso. So that's not a terrible... I mean, in terms of outright total vulnerability, that's not huge. But yeah, I'll take that Enforcer any single day of the week. If I can build a better Enforcer, I will, but I don't think I have enough parts to Ghillie, because I don't think I actually ran into Ghillie. I ran into another Enforcer at one point. So let's go to the mech bay. And let's go to our storage. Show me exactly what we've got. Okay, we've only got 1 part to an Enforcer AS. It is compatible with the Enforcer 2 ENF 5PA. Is a tank for... Oh, so yeah, this is the one with the Jury Rig XL. And it has heavy armor plate. So let's ready that one up. Because it's instantaneous. Where's my brand new Enforcer? There it is. The machine gun prefab is absolutely ridiculous. Let's take a look at it. We're about to find out. Oh wow, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6 per torso. That's what they meant. Wow. And 4 in the center torso. Bloody, it would be nice if this were somewhere stated, like, how big this thing is. Somebody has to go in and fix that. Mech grenade launcher. They fire a single grenade shell in an arc. Grenade carries payload. Cannot be intercepted by AMS. Can scatter. So it's got a 5 dam. What? Really? Ammo grenade, high explosive. 35 damage. Seems like such trash. Sharp looking thing. Oh my god, it's a death trap. It is a death trap. We have an XL engine I could replace with this. Also, I'm not really sold on the current setup. Plus 25% armor protection per point, which is, I suppose, nice. A whole bunch of medium chem lasers. How much ammo for these chem lasers? And grenade, small chem laser. Where's... Oh, there it is. 15, 30 shots. That's it? I suppose that's 10 shots per laser. There's gotta be a better way. This seems so garbage. Why would you do this? Like, the grenade launcher doesn't build that much heat, does it? No, 6 heat. This thing is garbage. We're gonna fix it, but it's garbage. Look at all the ammunition for this thing as well. Oh wow, it only gives you 3 shots per? It's light artillery and it gives you fewer shots than a thumper. Yeah, this is really garbage, actually. Like, levels of trash have been reached in order to get to this point. Holy jeez, what a junk mech. That's 17.5 tons just sitting on top of it. Bought it back from Discount Dad. I love it. Alright, so we have an LB10 we could throw in here. I've been looking for a home for this LB10. So give me the cluster, give me the slug. And then 4.5 tons. I mean, I've got 4 energy hardpoints. Seems like a waste not to use them. So, and look, it's way better. I noticed the mask is an activatable item in BTA. Anyone know how to activate it? Could be blind, but I don't see it. Normally it's control-click on one of your options in order to look at the activatables. I don't have the bar right here, so I can't tell you, but at least in Rogue Tech, that's how it works. But I thought that superchargers were always on. Actually, what I could do is I could run a bog standard enforcer. I was about to put a large laser into it, although I don't have a large laser, so I suppose that's kind of pointless. Could put an ERPPC, just use all that heat for something. Oh, I didn't recognize that. Okay, that's useful. That's really useful, actually. Support weapon. AMS is half a ton. Do I have AMS ammo? I do. Interesting. Pale life, the jury rig can save life. It's saving me 6 tons right now. So I kind of don't want to do it unless I have a replacement engine to put onto it, and I don't because I used it already. So put an ERPPC. We can finally use it. I don't quite have the tonnage for that. I mean, if I pulled out all of these, if I pulled out all of the jump jets, I could get there. And we have a slightly better than usual enforcer, because the normal enforcer is an AC10 and an AC10 and a large laser, whereas this would be an AC10 and an ERPPC. How's the heat on that? 33 for 48. Whew, that's toasty. Oh my god, this LBX is incredibly hot. What the hell? Yeah, the armor is heavy. It's only about 2.5 tons worth of heavy weight, though. So I don't really see the point to remove it unless I want the jump jets back. And with, you know, this engine here, kind of want to have the super protection. One complaint about BTA is that special mech features preclude the use of the fire control system, even though there is a free sensor slot. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'm not really bothered by it. But I can understand how that might be a little bit annoying to someone who wants to tweak their mechs a little bit more seriously. So this thing will actually be fairly fast on the walk, because it's a 250 rate of fusion core. That's a 5.8 walk. That's not bad. I believe the normal enforcer. I meant take out the AC10 for a PPC. Nah. At that point, you're just way too hot. You gotta either pair this thing with a nice chill gun, like an LB10. The other alternative is, of course, an ER large laser. That would give me 4 jump jets back. That would be a very bog standard enforcer. Did the ranges sync up much? 720? 840? 840? At this point, I'm paying for the additional 15 damage and heat. That's not terrible, I guess. I'm paying 15 heat for 15 damage. And stability, of course. And the debuff. And in exchange, I'm giving up mobility. It's not the most jumpy mech around, but it is still nice to have. Right out the ammo a little bit. And ERPPC is going to keep this thing toasty as all hell. Until I can get this engine out, I think we're going to have to keep the mobility for now. Because if it gets caught slow, it's in too much trouble. Put this back on. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do with it. It's a very standard enforcer. I mean, it's a bog standard enforcer. But I think it'll work well. But the AoE AC2,
Right.
see if it's
I'll get
worse
it in
than the
the schedule.
grenades. No, thank you. I'm not that much of a masochist. All right, so we picked up another medium. There are a couple of more missions here on this planet, but they all kind of suck. Not gonna lie. There's a 2.5 skull escort, which we would fail at, and a 1.5 skull escort, which probably won't have what we want, but well, let's go escorting people, why don't we? Have a bit of a good time. We can pick up 5 of 21 priority salvage as we move out. We might pick up a couple of light mechs doing that, and if we do that, then we can absolutely get our hands on some cool gear. Let's pull Greybeard out since he's not here, and Otto is, so Otto, get in your mech. Pyro's here, I'm here, of course, Urando's here. Kyogre is place of honor. So, let us see his bubble here. Let's rock and roll. I gotta expand my... Oh, Kyogre is here. Oh, I said hello to you, didn't I? So yeah, the entire lance is actually here. Now I want to see a 110 super mech with heavy armor. Can I interest you in our last season dreadnought? Hi, I'm shoving you, Otto, into a medium mech. Hopefully you do well. I'm the one with memory problems. I think we all have a little bit of memory problems. Hopefully I can finish this mission in 15 minutes. Otherwise the episode's going to go long for the YouTube people. And I don't know if they can handle that kind of awesomeness. It may destroy their minds. And the Pirate Alice, yep. Yeah, pretty much that entire campaign ended in such a crazy place to go. Both campaigns ended up mirroring each other a lot at the high end. What is that season called? It's Season 5, I believe. Right? What's the Season 5? Because Season 6 was our previous BTA run. The YouTubes could handle the awesome they would be here with us. Yes, that makes perfect sense to me. We'll go with that. Yeah, I believe Season 5 we had just the most truly broken things ever. Ugh. You can't even find some of what happened with Apollo, as some recording errors ended up happening in the long run. Memory problems to memory probes? I don't know. A memory probe sounds like a good idea. Okay, so a bit of a trip in order to get to the starting location, and then it's going to be this cycle around to the other side of the river, or something like that. So the hardest part is just going to be getting there, and we should have a fairly easy trip.
All right, let's get down to it.
I wish I could have used that ERPPC build, because I think that actually would have been pretty fun. The problem is we would not be able to combine it with its double heatsink kit, because finding double heatsink kits is darn near impossible to find. But if we can get our hands on one. Another thing that would have been helpful is if that enforcer had endosteel, but it doesn't. So we can't work with that.
On my way.
Keep everybody moving. Now that I'm to think about it, I wonder that heavy armor, in terms of efficiency, if it's more efficient than endosteel. Because if it's plus 25% efficiency, endosteel is like, what, plus 16%?
On the move.
It's all good until you can't finish the sentence when you were talking about because you're French because you mind phoned yourself. It's all fun and games.
Position
Apollo
confirmed.
did once get a headshot that assassination target and save us from a horrible situation. Apollo came through on a couple of clutch situations. He wasn't all bad, just mostly. So we don't want to get too close, but I do like to move quickly.
Let's get down to it.
Which is ironic considering I like
I
heavy
copy.
mechs, which are not exactly the fastest things ever. But we do need to make sure that
I'm there.
Otto catches up. Otto, you're slow. You can wait.
That'll do for now.
Have everybody catch up.
Moving out.
Apollo just not back to getting locked.
Locking in coordinates.
Hunchback is a couple of turns back, but I think we're going to need his hunch. Although all things considered, aside from the assassin and the Kit Fox, our lance actually has pretty decent long engagement capability, especially with this hunchback. When we add the enforcer, we're also going to get like 16 rounds of combat out of it, which is pretty
That'll
fun.
do for now.
Okay,
Standing by.
Otto, you are back with the lance.
Coordinates received.
Let's go peeking again.
All right.
Hey,
let's
contact.
Get down to it.
Multiple contacts. The assassin can fly, which will get it pretty much at the same distance. Actually,
Heading
not slightly
out.
less, but that's okay.
Move into position.
Our burner mech is going to be even more deadly on this map, just because of all of the poor heat discount for now. But Darius sabotages fire control system, so we'd die, and Darius would take over. My weapon. Yep, your weapons will do phenomenally on this map.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I want you to move very quickly and basically aim down at the enemy and figure out what we're dealing with.
Well.
Peekaboo!
The asshole showed up.
I see you. Alright, so we got a couple. Well, we have a vehicle and 3 mechs. Got a Spider and a Valkyrie. Reloading Rocket Launcher 20 and heavy machine guns, which you will note are actually not support weapons. These HMGs are in fact ballistic.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this
I was
up.
kind of hoping you would get a sort of a lucky leg shot, but I guess not. Oh, they're not going to move you. I can work with that.
Receiving you.
Let's sprint at full speed. And you will be revealed to basically everybody, but I have faith of you.
Confirmed.
You're in a Jenner 2C. You are the wind. You also have an electronic countermeasure system. Oh, we got another Hornet. I think we have parts to that Hornet, so we might be able to build that. And a laser carrier. Oh, that'll be painful. Fire.
Locked on target.
Okay, I was hoping for a couple more crit hits, but hey, I can work with that. Must find heavy for a fibrous armor for my melee mermaid. Like, fool. Yes, that's the plan. Go back patrol. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully be able to dodge like crazy. K-Ogre, I need you to nail this guy with a medium laser, I guess.
Roger.
See if you can pull through and just utterly annihilate this target. A Spider with that much equipment on board? Does have a single engine part. You have a light engine? No, you have a jury brake deck cell.
Firing on target.
Oh, he's dead. Unless we penetrated not his side torso. Okay, I need to... Somehow that medium laser didn't blow
Yes,
off his
Commander.
side torso. I'm incredibly disappointed. Because right now, this Spider is literally one touch away from being his own little nuclear fireball.
Affirmative.
And I'm not going to be able to do that in time. You mistake the Hornet like it's a friend.
Roger.
Shouldn't have taken that shot. The moment I fired it, I realized
Negative
I've only got
damage.
10 rounds in this thing. Where's Poe? I need Poe for support.
Commander?
Alright, full speed. Auto.
Roger,
We need you to get
Skipper.
you to
Taking it.
do a few more sprints. Alright, so we're going to get shot out by the carrier, which is going to suck, and we're also going to, unfortunately, going to have a difficult time hitting the Spider, which will also suck. Luckily for us, the Valkyrie was not able to actually touch us, so I can work with that. Although that is, what, 8 units? So we're dealing with 2 lances on the start. That's a little painful. Yeah, the Spider went off flying, but it doesn't look like he actually decided he was going to do anything. So I could actually have the Jenner go after him. The Jenner is more likely, though, going to go after that vehicle, because I think we're going to need the burningness. Okay, extra long range medium pulse or medium laser fire. Would have been worse if it was medium pulse laser. And an autocannon carrier? It sure as heck wasn't a rack. Racks fire in a different cadence. Okay. Give me the
Ready for
Jenner.
orders.
And the Spider's right side is his weak side. So I'm just gonna slip. Ooh. Oh, clever, sir. I give you full points for that.
I'm on the clock.
All
What
right,
do you
Neutron.
want?
Hitting that Spider is gonna be damn near impossible. It's time we face facts. Instead, focus our efforts on trying to crack a carrier. So shifting my Kid Fox around, using his massive speed advantage. Theoretically, if I hit all the targets into the back, I will not quite... No, I'll be able to kill him. Precision strike. Let's see if we can't tear him apart. Everything into the back.
Oh, now that's a sweet sight picture.
Nope, I think he hit the turret. So scattered the fire, unfortunately. Killing 4 Alliances of heavy mechs, including 4 avatars. Avatars are not that bad. Avatars have the same built-in weakness that my beloved, I'll come up with the name eventually. Bushwhacker has.
Good to go.
The beautiful, beautiful flawed machine. Yeah, had he not spread out the damage across these 2 locations, we would have killed that carrier immediately. I think I'm going to ignore the Valkyrie. Ooh, I can't quite ignore the Valkyrie. Maybe? No, so I'm just barely out of range at doing that to him.
Good to go.
Clever move, sir. Alright, jump jets.
Roger.
And bounce on in there. Make it a fishbowl? Please give what name it's a mega block. Well, if I get it, and you have the C-bills to name it, you can absolutely go ahead doing that. I'm not going to stop people from naming things.
Rear armor it is.
Okay, another good hit there. Heatsink destroyed. Doesn't actually help me, but
Target's
okay.
taking a critical hit.
Hoping for a solid destruction of a crew compartment or something. And I get a whole stalker salvage. Oh, nice. Single medium laser. You did not move all that fast either. Oh, you're going to be in trouble. Trouble.
Receiving you.
You are super evasive. You are... I can't touch you anyway. Reserve. I want Urando to be deployed in the appropriate position. Back with machine gun off to the side. How's your evening going? Not too bad. We managed to pick up a brand new enforcer. I don't know if you saw the last battle or not. And we're hoping we can grab a Hornet here.
Orders?
Pyro. Pyro's gonna basically do what the assassin used to do before it got a decent weapon onto it. He's gonna move into position to start punching people. Or, you know, I could have a brilliantly easy shot on this guy. That works too.
Affirmative.
There goes that left torso.
Tango down.
Alright, 4 salvageable parts, but really I only care about what's inside. Can I toast the fishbowl? Maybe. I mean, I still do need to kill that that carrier. It is a fairly high priority for me.
Aye, aye.
Alright. I do need to get on top of this.
All right. Full speed.
And... Oh! Oh, that's so much worse than what I thought it was. Okay.
Target lock.
I probably should have switched over to Infernos, but I want to save those
That hits
for
something
actual
good.
anti-mech combat. I don't want to actually lose anything important. Alrighty. Give me Auto.
Waiting for orders.
Auto, you're up. Auto's still not in range.
Full
Maybe I
speed.
should
No
mount
target.
just a whole ton of jump jets onto the back of the Hunchback and see what ends up happening. You're gonna hopefully avoid damage. 2 hits. Okay, that's not bad. The Shrek, on the other hand, has me very worried. Yeah, he did manage to hit us, so that's unfortunate. That Shrek does need to die, and it does need to die quickly, though. It's very high on my list of priorities. There he goes. Oh, it reminds me of Mike Wazowski. Just looks far too much like him, doesn't it? Alright.
I'm on the clock. What do you
Let's
want?
have our highest of speeds, our lowest of drags. Get fucks just sort of zipping back and forth, taking
Let's
pot
make
shots
some
at
fast
things.
decisions at high
It's a good
speed.
plan. It's a clan plan. Okay, maybe those things are a little bit exclusive, but you get the idea. Hi. Make it hurt. Okay, you managed to miss a very important shell, but I will not punish you too harshly for it. Just needs to be green. The Strider reminds me of something from Batteries Not Included. I'm not a huge fan of the new Strider. There's a couple of new mechs that I'm not happy about. But hey,
showing
I'm
minor
not the one getting
damage.
off my butt in order to actually make them, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't want to be seen by literally everybody over there, so let's not go in that direction. We'll shift on over here and barbecue a Valkyrie. I mean, the Valkyrie's kind of pointless at this moment. I'm not really afraid of him. Could run over and punch a Hornet in the face. Doesn't look like a great plan. I will sprint to burn a Hornet in the face. That seems a little bit cruel. Let's do it anyway.
Just running. Got it.
Hi. It's been explicitly requested that I attempt to take you alive.
Lucky. All
I don't know why, but enjoy the heat. And more fire, more fire. Not touching our fire starter because it can't. Oh, you're in trouble, sir, and you know it.
Ready for orders.
Where are you vulnerable? You are vulnerable on your right side. And their backside. Oh, I've got the shot. Unfortunately, I've also got, you know, being shot at by a Shrek. And another light carrier. At least it's a terrible one. Oh, the sniper artillery could end him very quickly. Please kill the laser carrier. Okay, got that done. Touch the fishbowl.
Vehicle destroyed.
Everybody loves the Hornet. Okay, long range missiles towards the fire starter. And quite a few hits on that one, actually. That was painfully accurate.
Good to go.
Pyro. I'd like you to basically turn around and shoot the spider in the back. Can you do that? Is that within your capabilities? Not really, no. Okay. So if instead I wanted to punch a fool, him, you could do that? Oh, and you would be in protective cover.
Copy that.
I need to avoid getting shot at as much as possible. Okay, that's a left arm. That's unfortunate, but loss of a left arm does not end your capture attempt because you can still get 5 parts off of it. Okay, there goes the artillery. Gonna be up to K-Ogre to basically remove the artillery from the equation.
Commander?
Otherwise, people will start exploding, and that's generally considered to be a bad thing. Generally. I'm gonna move here for purposes of deconflicting energy weapons. So we have 2 competing names for the Horn of the Fishbowl and the Mega Block. Oh, that would just be cruel. That would be needlessly cruel. Although, it would be an easy kill. I sure destroyed. Pilot, do you want to stay inside your mech?
Critical hit.
Apparently he does. Tracking an open fire. Ow, managed to hit us once. We're taking a little bit too much damage.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Geothermal, heat from the fire, and guarded. That's not going to help you. Why did you think that it would?
Standing by.
If I move this far, I gotta kill the Shrek this turn if I do that. Which is not gonna be an easy kill. I mean, it's a Shrek, and it's long range. Only 6% chance.
Let's get down to
The
it.
flying fishing. Mega block fishbowl. Could utterly annihilate that. I'm not going to, but I could.
Let's see if I'm
I want you to
sober
always
enough
remember the
line
day
this
that I was
up.
very kind and didn't kill you instantaneously like I had the ability to. I think I'll have to jump for this and I don't want to. Oh, you're punching me. Ow. Dag.
Something just bounced around in here. I think I heard something broke, and I
Well,
am officially scared.
boss?
You should be. You really, really should be. Flying time.
I copy.
Yeah. Let's hope this works, because if it doesn't, you're gonna explode.
Giving him everything I've got.
Everything I had was enough to tear it apart. I can work with that.
Vehicle
I can
trash.
work with that. Yeah, so you're about to be shot at by a Shrek, and it's not gonna be fun. And you have my sincerest sympathies. That was your plan? That was your plan. Okay.
Waiting for orders. Confirmed.
Hi. Look, this isn't gonna go well for you, and we all know it.
All weapons fired.
Because he's gonna explode. But maybe we'll get really lucky and the pilot will bail. Ow. And now we're about to get shot at by 3 AC5s.
Commander,
Unless Pyro can suddenly appear next to the track and sort of annihilate it in one round of shooting. I don't really think he can do that. No, not even remotely. 59. This would be our best chance to get a shot in. 53 apparently. And 66. Is it worth my steadily dwindling supply of AC20 rounds? The answer to that question is sure, why not? Alright, maximum speed. Your goal is to save Kyogre's life. If you can, use your best fire support capabilities. Oh, I have a precision strike. Chances have gone slightly higher, although I do need to stress that we literally are not dealing enough damage to blow this up, so we're kind of hoping for a lucky crit.
Firing all weapons.
Crew compartment crit.
Solid connection on that one.
He had your back, man. Pyro had your back, Kyogre. Now that's a true battle buddy right there. How about I turn you into Swiss cheese? He does 93 damage on melee.
I'm there.
Hi.
Engaging.
Oh, was that your leg? Was that your leg? Down, on the ground. Beautiful. I make a song out of any make. Yup. Let's just hope that the Hornet decides to bail out rather than explode. We're about to find out. Yep. Just was not gonna happen.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Kyogre.
Yes, Commander.
There is a thing here that you need to kill.
Understood. Moving fast.
It's not like critical important here, but probably a good idea. One of those odd suggestions from command in order to, you know, try and keep you alive for whatever reason.
Engaging.
Okay, he took some damage reduction. We got our temperature back under control, which was a little bit more important. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but not that bad. Are you shooting the Kit Fox? Are you for real right now? Yeah, the heat was rather intense, but reasonable, I feel. I feel we were very reasonable in what we did. Okay, pull back here, turn off the autocannon, target him in his leg. Or let's try and rip off a torso.
Let's see if I'm sober enough
Hey,
to
there
line
goes his
this
torso.
up.
I have no interest in, you know, taking a spider intact.
Well, who needed salvage anyways?
What do you need?
Urando. You're gonna try and save a little bit of ammunition by running up and punching him in the face.
Moving out. Locked
Oh yeah,
on
I
for
forgot you're a
physical
clan mech. You're
attack.
really bad at it. Yeah, no TSM for you yet. But we're working on it. Golden Executioner? Oh, nice. You know, Catalyst recently came out with their new model for the Executioner that actually looks pretty cool. So hopefully they will take that as inspiration
What's up,
when they
boss?
make the Executioner. Alright, and you're gonna now save AC20 rounds by walking up and stomping on a fool. Because it's kind of important. Is your right side? Right is left. This will be the best chance I've got. Yeah, I need to save as many AC20 rounds as possible. Not bad. Decent penetrating hit on that one. And he's pulling back. Gonna keep fighting the Firestorm. A worrying number of hits, but he is dead next turn, so we've got this under control. Oh,
Waiting
Otto.
for orders.
Oh, he stood up. I didn't realize he decided to stand up. Has anyone ever told you that you have a really bad judge of what to do in a combat situation? You should have ejected. But that's just me, you know, pointing out the fact that you're about to die.
Target 4 Alpha threat.
And there he goes. We don't have to worry about him
Target
anymore.
down.
Oh goodness, this episode is running a little bit long. He's gonna run very long. Getting the back of my Jenner, but not able to connect because you fail.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's just start combining fire.
All right, let's get down to it.
I only need a large laser to kill you.
Let's see if I'm
That's
sober
entirely
enough
a
to
lie,
line
but
this up.
I'm only going to use a large laser to kill you. We'll go off on that one and see where it comes
Got
out to.
something you want done?
Yes, I want you to step on him and then fire just all the guns. Okay, that you have a little bit of heat problems. Some like it hot. And there it goes. Don't shoot the corpse, don't shoot the corpse. Nope. Make YouTube come before touching the combo. Yeah, that's a good plan. I like that plan, Pyro. We will do that plan.
Yes,
So
Commander.
YouTube gets to see us beating the ever-loving crap out of a fairly
Location
decent-sized chunk of mechs and vehicles. Normal. Do you enjoy pain? Well, the question is that. Of course you do. Heatsink destroyed, plus 40 heat. I would not be in that mech if I were you. The assassin is, of course, not in a position to open fire on anybody because I'm saving rounds desperately. He's only got 7 left. And then...
Standing by.
Otto, would you like to come in and kill this guy? I mean, I kind of doubt you'll be able to do it, but
10-4.
would you like to believe that you can kill this guy? Yeah, a little bit toasty. Let's get that heat under control. We'll kill him next turn. Did you shoot your friend?
light damage, Commander.
Yes, he did. Otto, you're not allowed to shoot your friendlies. It's very important. That was your best shot, huh?
Light damage. Holding firm,
Yeah, let's kill him.
Commander.
Hi.
Confirmed.
Goodbye.
Confirmed.
That's a crit on the core, and there goes his ammunition, and he's gone. Alright, Neutron.
I'm on the clock. What do
Catch
you
up.
want? All right, let's get down to it.
Don't make me roast you. Yep.
Ready to get
He
it
has the capability. You should fear him.
on. I'm
Go
already
right
there.
there.
Engine
Little
shut
bit
down.
of a cook.
I'm a sitting duck now.
That'll be fine.
Receiving you.
Pyro will just set out, ready to charge the next person who says
Moving
looks at him the wrong way. As YouTube subscriber, we can handle long videos. No, it's also about content. All right, so we're gonna put a cut in here because the turn is about to switch over. So, to my YouTube fans, thank you very much for watching. I have been
Waiting
Derek.
for
If you
orders.
like what you've been seeing, make sure that you hit that like button and that you subscribe. If you want to receive notifications, you know all of that. And I will see you all in the next episode.